Hello there guys, I've got something slightly different for you today. This is a 1/35th scale F14 Tomcat from Misini, but instead of being a plastic kit it is a brick model. I was offered this kit for free by Misini a while ago, and I did a poll on my community page and quite a few of you said that you would be interested in seeing the occasional model like this, so I decided to accept their offer. I think Misini are a relatively new company, and at the time of making this video they only seem to have about 5 products available. They have a UH-60 helicopter, this F-14, and then 3 ships including the Missouri and the Yamato. As you can see, this F-14 arrives in this rather large box. It includes over 2,400 parts and has a number of movable items including swing wings, an arrestor hook and an opening canopy. It's quite a nice quality box as well, really good quality artwork on the front there. I really do like that. Looking inside the box reveals a lot of plastic bags of bricks, plus quite a thick instruction book. That book contains some history of the F-14 and then was straight into your sort of standard style brick building instructions. Each bag is built up individually, and we see an image at the start of each stage showing us what that bag's contents will create. We have red arrows here to show us exactly where the studs line up, and you can see the additional parts are also lined in red. That's something that even LEGO instructions don't do, or at least not the kits that I've built recently, but it is a really helpful addition. So what I'm going to do is give you most of the construction process as a time lapse, but then I'll give you a view of the finished model towards the end of the video and my opinion too. If you want to skip straight to that, there are bookmarks in the timeline below for you to select. So here we are, here we have the final 1/35th scale F14. As you can see, we've got a full complement of weapons. The canopy opens, the wings swing back and forward again. We have a movable air brake, and at the rear we have a movable arrestor hook. We also get this stand, which I'm not using, and this display plate. So what did I think of this kit? Well, first of all, I did really enjoy building it. I suppose a lot of that will depend on how much you enjoy making brick models, but I really do enjoy them, and this was a particularly fun one to build. That was helped by the fact that the instructions are really clear, sometimes clearer than Lego instructions, and I really did like the way they outlined those new parts to show you exactly where they would go. I also think the bricks themselves are good quality. The tolerances are appropriately tight, and the bricks do stay together well under normal circumstances. I also really like the functioning parts of the F14. I think the designers have really tried to push themselves here, and that's great to see. Unfortunately, I think maybe they might have pushed themselves a little bit too far. My primary criticism of this kit is that it is very, very fragile. And I mean, don't sit down too hard in case you knock the desk fragile. The footage you're seeing in the background now is outtakes of the model falling apart while I was doing various building tasks and adding the stickers. Now you could say this is a display piece, and you're right, it is, but it's still so fragile. I have one of the large F1 Lego cars, also a display piece, and I can literally throw that up in the air and catch it, and nothing will fall off it. Now I know that might contradict what I just said about the brick quality, but I don't think this is a brick quality problem. I think it's a design limitation problem. If you look at the really big Lego models, they tend to use the Technic pieces, the ones with the holes in them, that are connected together with axles and pegs, and they give really, really strong mechanical support to the model. This kit is composed mainly of those normal bricks, not the Technic bricks, that only connect via their studs. And I think unfortunately this F14 is at, if not slightly over, the limit of what those studs can withstand. It's great, for example, that the wings move like this, but as you move them back and then try to move them forward again, you can see the wing has drooped under its own weight. And that's really because the whole wing only rests on this single hinge piece here. In fact, in this case, the load on the wing was so great that my hinge piece actually cracked, and I had to request a spare part. Of course, a certain amount of fragility is to be expected. Regular plastic kits are also fragile. But it was really a bit frustrating to see all of my hard work fall apart as I try to put a sticker on, or even sometimes just rotate the aircraft on the desk to take some of this video. And of course, worse is something falls off your aircraft, so you pick it up in order to reattach it, and then you're holding it slightly awkwardly and something else falls off it as well, and before you know it, several pieces are on your desk and you're not quite sure where they came from. Again, I don't think this is a brick quality issue. I think the bricks themselves are solid. I think it's just a design limitation of all that weight bearing down on just the studs. And in fact, as if to perfectly illustrate that, you might notice I've only shown you one photo of the finished model so far. That's because I took that photo, I gently tried to rotate the aircraft a couple of degrees to get a better angle, and the port wheel fell off for about the 100th time. I picked the aircraft up to try to get the wheel on. I was holding it with two hands and it collapsed under its own weight in my hands and slammed into the desk. And to be honest, I'm sick of it. I'm not going to rebuild it. I barely touched the damn thing and it just collapsed. And of course, in order to get these bits back together, I'm going to have to touch it and hold it, and that's going to make it fall apart even more. Really gutting, really annoyed about that. So on the one hand, they are decent quality bricks. It is a nice idea, instructions are good, and it is quite good value for money. But on the other hand, it's just so infuriatingly fragile. And you know, I expect Misini are not going to be happy with this review, But, you know, what can I say, guys? It literally fell apart in my hands while I was trying to take a photo of it. Of course, it's not my job to tell you what to do, it's just my job to tell you the pros and the cons, so hopefully I've done that. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I would of course like to say thank you to Misini for sending me this model, and thank you for sending the spare part as well when the other part broke. A huge thank you to all of you for watching, and of course special thanks to my YouTube supporters and Patreon members for their ongoing support of the channel. This is very much a sort of one-off video for me. I don't intend to turn this into a brick building channel or anything like that, but as I said, I did do a survey a while ago and a few of you were interested in this, so I thought I'd show you what is out there. I hope to see you in the next video. And until then, thank you again for watching and have fun modelling.